beware of hot women, especially really beautiful women, attractive women, that are always single. Meaning they can't hang on to a man, they get into a relationship, and all of a sudden they're back out there. Even some that have been in long-term relationships that are still single, right? And just are constantly like either in a LTR, then all of a sudden a few years later you see her single again. Another LTR, a few years later she's single again. Beware. Okay? Beware. Because this is a woman who not only cannot hang on to a man, but she clearly, obviously, I don't even need to tell you this, but clearly there is something wrong with her, right? Whereas she keeps ending up back on the dealer lot. And I've dated hot women like this, right? They just keep ending up back on the dealer lot. It's like you driving past this dealership every day on your way to work, right? You see this Ferrari sitting up on this little podium, right, with a for sale sign on it with an unbelievable price, where you think, man, I'm just a working stiff, but I can afford that Ferrari. I can buy that Ferrari, right? You just see it at an unbelievable price where, you know, like a lot of people want that Ferrari. They can afford it. They afford to buy it. So you see that Ferrari, one week it's there, next week it's gone. You're like, shoot, I missed it. It's gone, man. Ferrari's gone. Somebody bought it. Missed my chance. And then a couple of weeks later, you're like, hey, it's there again. You know, like, oh, cool, it's back. I'm going to take my shot. I'm going to buy this Ferrari. Then all of a sudden, a few days later, it's gone again, right? Then a month goes by, 2 months goes by, maybe 3 months. Then all of a sudden, it's there. It's back, right? And you're like, okay. You're still wanting to buy the Ferrari, but now you're a little curious. You're like, why is it back again for the third time? This is a Ferrari. It looks flawless on the outside. The thing looks new, right? It's cheap. It's affordable. How come it's back again? You start to think, maybe there's something wrong with it. Maybe there's some mechanical issues. Maybe it's a salvage title, right? Maybe it was in a major accident or declared total loss and they just put it back together. It's back up here and people are having problems with it. You know, and then you kind of see this pattern continuing to play out where the Ferrari's gone for a little bit, maybe sometimes a long time, maybe a year. Then all of a sudden, driving by one day, there it is again, right? Haven't seen it for a while, maybe started a new job somewhere else, and then you happen to be on that side of town, it's gone. Then you come back, you know, a couple of years later, there it is again, right? It's like constantly there, constantly back and forth. It's no different with hot women that are always single, right? You know immediately there is something wrong, right? There's a problem here, right? Houston, we have a problem. And the worst thing you can do is what most guys do, which is ignore the elephant in the room, right? That you see, like, hey, why are you single? Right? You'll probably meet girls like this if you're on any of these dating apps that are pretty attractive, and she might be like 35, 45, whatever it is, and you're like, hey, how come you never got married? You know, how come? Why are you single? Oh, just didn't work out. You know, it wasn't my time. Whatever nonsense she gives you. So yeah, you have to pay attention to this, right? So it's a gigantic red flag, right? It's a gigantic red flag because you're talking about a woman who, you know, we're saying hot, we're talking about a 9 or 10, even an 8, 9 or 10, right? Exactly what I teach guys to pick up. This is why I'm so well versed on this subject. 8, 9 or 10, right? Talking about a girl who is flooded, who's been flooded with options of men that she could date since she turned 12 years old, right? Since the day she first started to develop, you know, like real cuteness and started to get like a little bit of a body, you know, obviously underage still, but like still started to get the attention of men, boys in her school. You know, you're dealing with somebody who has had a flood of options come her way. Could have had her pick of the litter. Could have, you know, could have married off or slept with any celebrity she wanted to, right? Yet, here she is, many, many years later, still single. It's kind of like you know, having graduated from like the top college or top university and have your PhD and all these other degrees and all of these very, very high profile companies sending you job offers, just willing to give you whatever perks you want, willing to give you an expense account, a company car, free corporate housing, you name it, you get it all, right? All of these companies, just, the majority of the top companies in all around the world giving you offer after offer after offer, yet you're still unemployed, yet you're still broke, yet you still don't have any money. You would have to ask yourself, what's going on, man? What's going on with this person, right? It's no different than hot women that are always single, right? Gigantic, gigantic red flag. And these are women you want to be careful of. Definitely never ever get in any type of long-term relationship with her. Do not start dating her just because she's attractive and start building your future with her in your head and be like, this is the one. I'm settling down, because you're essentially buying that Ferrari, right? That's like you taking your life savings to go to that dealership and buy that Ferrari that was likely damaged, a total loss, was in a flood, and they just kind of pieced it back together, put some new paint on it, put it back up there on that podium, right, to showcase it. It's like you buying that Ferrari and then using your life savings and then bringing it home and now having to deal with the problems of it. The second you get it in your garage, you try to start it up again, battery's dead. You jump the battery, all of a sudden all the check engine lights are on, the tire warning, right? The ABS light comes on, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is why it kept coming back. This is why it kept sitting up there. It's really the same thing when you're dealing with a hot woman who is always single. And again, I've been there. You might have been there, right? I've dated these chicks in the past, and unbelievably hot, right? Unbelievably hot. That to this day, unbelievably hot to where they just, had dudes left and right coming up to them, offering them the world, wanting to give them whatever they asked for. Yet here they are, still single, right? Still single. You have to ask yourself, like, why would I want to get involved with somebody like that? It's better to get with somebody who's not as good looking, maybe a little less attractive, that doesn't have that history, right? That isn't 45 years old, hot, and still single, and now on these dating apps, continuing to go on this endless stream of first dates, this endless stream of men, in her DMs that, she still hasn't, made up her mind, or even the guys who have committed to her, have let her go, just like that Ferrari, right? You got a bright red Ferrari in your garage that you got at a really great price, and here you are. Here these past owners are bringing it back to the dealership, and it's back up there for sale, right? Something to think about. Something to think about. But as always, drop your comments below, guys. Let me know if there's anything you would like to add to tonight's coaching video, anything you'd like to say, anything you'd like to share. Please drop them in the comments below, and I will see you there in my comments, son. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets, signing out here with my Lamborghini. Just got this car, very excited about it. We're going to be featuring it a lot more here on the channel in the next coming months, the next coming years. Going to be keeping this for a little while. I still have my DeLorean, by the way, so not selling the DeLorean, but going to be enjoying this car for a little while here. And if you want to see the process of me purchasing this car, just go to my Instagram, my IG at MattCrossOfficial. Follow me on there. Been posting a lot of videos about this car. I was working on this deal for over 2 months. Finally got it closed. I was on a hunt for this car, looking for this car for over 2 years, trying to find one in Rossa Festo Red, which is the color of this vehicle. Rossa Festo Red is probably hands down one of the rarest colors for the Lamborghini. It's also a $14,880 option. So it's a pretty rare find, and it's a fully loaded vehicle. But I'm going to do a full review on the car here on my channel pretty soon, if it's not up already. So yeah, follow me at MattCrossOfficial. The same guy who delivered my DeLorean also delivered the Lamborghini. His name is TJ. at Florida Exotic Transport. If you happen to purchase a muscle car, collector car, exotic car, he's your man for delivery. Funny enough, I bought this car also sight unseen, like I did my DeLorean. Just when you get these deals, you just have to jump on it, right? You just have to jump on it, man. But as always, gentlemen, don't forget to smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell as well, so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a ton when you guys actually subscribe to the channel and you just don't take off on me. So subscribe to the channel, helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this insane red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you here on my channel, best way to do that is becoming basically a subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel. Right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium Alpha Male Secrets content from me. So take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.